You're frozen on a very thinking face.
No,
Beep.
That's just how I look. All the time.
You look like
I see it. Yeah, I see it on the other.
Yeah, you have disappointed father written on your face right now,
Honestly,
and I love it. I love it. I wish
let
y'all
me-
could see it.
Oh,
Welcome
I'll
back.
screenshot it. I'm screenshotting. Hang on.
Yes, screenshot it for the people to see when Future Sam edits this. But welcome back to the Lousy Show.
Welcome back.
I love it when this happens because they can't see it, but we can.
Yep.
For the first time, he's screenshotting it for you all to see. Just
Let's.
oh my god!
I just caught my son with a fucking Coke or something.
Jesus Christ! we skipped over all the other ones. Like, yeah, he's fucking railing lines, dude. Fucking snowboarding on the coffee table, bro. I just walked in on him, and man's looked like he's got done eating a whole bag of powdered donuts with his nose.
I love the whole cocaine sequence in the Deadpool movie, by the way. The newest one. That one was that was hilarious.
My favorite, and I love how we just demonetized this video in the first minute and a half.
Yeah, it's fine.
What I love in my favorite cocaine sequence in the Deadpool movies is the second one when he's like torn up about his girlfriend, now fiance, being unalived for the YouTube people, so we can try and bring this monetization back a little bit. And but you see him, he walks into Blind Al's and he goes and moves the floorboard, and you see the cure for blindness and Deadpool's cocaine, and he just stuffs the whole bag in his mask, and he's like, I'm about to do something real fucked up. And you just see it detonate in his mask. Like, oh, dude, love it. Love
Good
Deadpool.
movie.
If you haven't seen the new one,
You need to watch
what
it.
are you doing?
Yep.
Oh man, no, cocaine.
Cocaine.
That's how we're starting. Cocaine.
My cocaine. We're on another one today, y'all. It's just one of those days.
An autobiography. My cocaine.
God, if he doesn't do just pounds of cocaine a week,
How many times are we going to say cocaine? Dude,
We're just really
please, Future Sam, have a ticker going for how many times we've said cocaine.
Oh, it's going to take me forever to edit out.
Cocaine.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, it's just like
Sorry,
the fucking
future
national
me.
debt counter just spinning out of control. Just
Yep.
Anyways,
Short story. We love drugs. No, I'm just kidding.
stay safe, y'all. Stay safe.
Yep. Snort
What I do
responsibly.
love is Lego.
Legos.
Not
Dope.
what we're talking about today, but you want to see what I'm building?
I've seen what you're building, but yeah, show me progress. I haven't seen it in a little bit.
For everybody at home,
Oh, it's girthy. God damn.
it's a chonker. Now, I would like to point out something. You see this? This is the beginning of the second half.
Yep. That's about right.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
For anybody wondering, this is the Saturn V rocket. I'm a big nerd for outer space shit, and like not just like outer space sci-fi, but actually like space travel. Like to put it on the perspective, if the world's governments got together and said, "Hey, we're gonna launch Jupiter rockets into outer space to go find a new planet to inhabit and hopefully continue the human race," much like the epic film and show Lost in Space, I would be the first to fucking sign up.
Even now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What do you mean even now? Brother.
Bye, family.
No, I'd take them with me. What do you mean?
Okay. Do you think they'd want to go?
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, look, you know what? Here's how I get the wife on it. Be like, baby, just imagine all the flowers you could find. We'd be living our best hippie lives in the middle of fucking nowhere space.
I don't think your generation would make it to the planet.
Probably not.
Let alone the next 100 generations.
Yeah. We still got to figure out that whole like cryo sleep thing.
That or like wormholes, fucking magnets, something,
How do they work?
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking magic, honestly.
Oh no, dude. I love. I mean, yeah, I know you know this, but I don't know if y'all know this. I love outer space shit. Like, love
Same.
it. I am on outer space TikTok, always seeing like new shit's coming out about new galaxies we're finding and new planets and all. Oh my god, dude.
The shit coming out from the James Webb Space Telescope is real fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
real fucking cool.
The thing that sucks is like, I'm genuinely concerned that we're not going to be able to achieve deep space flight before this world just detonates.
Probably not. I guess it depends on how you define deep space as well. But
beyond our solar system.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
That's like I completely forgot about this. I was reminded of this recently, and I was honestly surprised I forgot about this. But there's actually an extra planet in our solar system, like not Pluto. There's one beyond Pluto, and I mean, it's smaller than Pluto, but by the standards of our astrological teams here on Earth, it's not considered a planet anymore because it doesn't meet the size requirements. I guess we're still, even in space, we're still judging on size.
Size discrimination.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Somebody's got to write that on the board for that planet.
Check out the teacher's name of the asshole. But no, there's a whole other planet, and like the orbit it goes through, it actually crosses orbits with Pluto, and it gets like super fucking close to the sun, but then slingshots way back out. How most have like a bit of more of a cylindrical approach. This one has a fucking deep oval, and it slingshots in and out, and it's fucking nutty.
Well, I think that's also another reason why they kind of like Pluto took away, or like it doesn't have a planet status, is because it crosses orbits, or something along those lines. So it's a cool concept, but
I could nerd out on space shit all day long.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that today.
No, actually, today's episode is a bit of a callback. Kind of like, I guess you could say
like an update.
Update. I don't even remember the title of the episode. Hang on, I'll actually pull it up real quick because I actually want to give the people the ability to go watch what they're getting into. Una momento, por favor. Also, great time for us to tell you, subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the
channel.
The
video. It was
also
Lousy podcast number 56. Lousy Lifestyles, big changes ahead. TLDR for anybody who didn't watch an episode. If you'd like to go watch it, please do so. It's literally like when this episode comes out, it's like a line beneath it. So by all accounts, this is about 3 weeks since we posted, about a month since we recorded it.
I think so,
yeah. For anybody, for TLDR, so I officially retired from streaming. Kind of like retiring from a career, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I say that because I can actually say with a fair certainty and a fair judgment that I was making enough from the channel and sustaining it like a business to treat it like it was a job.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, let's be real here. Like half the shit we used to fund from what I purchased in our studio before we moved, I paid for with money from the stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
But today's episode is all about the fallout of what has happened since I've done that. Sam, too, I don't know if we actually talked about this. We briefly mentioned our previous show with our boy Anderson. Shout out Anderson. We love you.
Yep. Love you.
We briefly mentioned the gaming bunch, and that was basically the last time you streamed.
Yep. That was the last time I streamed, was with TGB.
Yeah. And as far as that goes, like that, today's episode is all about the fallout of that, kind of giving our updates on it. And I guess I should start with the final decision I made the day that I actually retired. I want to say, did we record that Saturday? I feel like we recorded that Saturday because I went live that Sunday.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, we recorded that Sunday and I went live right after that. I
That's right.
remember
You
because
had
I had
texted
like
me.
30 minutes.
Yeah, you had texted me saying, "Hey, by the way, this is my last one," or like,
Yeah.
no, you put it in the Discord. That's what it was. You put it in the mod section in Discord.
Yeah,
but you texted me to go look at it. That's what it was. Yeah,
that's it. Yep. You're right. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, we recorded that night because we record on Sundays. We recorded that night, and then literally, I think it was like 30 minutes later, I had sat here after we were finished recording. We left the call. I had like a little stream VC set up in our Discord. Speaking of which, great time to tell you, join the Discord because it is all TLS related now. And there's some ideas cooking right now that we're going to need your help with as a viewer. So link in the description, go to the Discord. But I put in there, hey, I'm doing this. And I sat in that stream VC. Like I usually go like pamper myself up a little bit, like put some beard balm in, kind of get myself, gussied up a little bit to get ready to perform, so to speak. And that's not uncommon. I mean, if you go to anywhere that does shows or TV or anything like that, I mean, they're doing hair and makeup before they go on the camera. Sat here for a solid 20 minutes, leave myself a 10-minute window to do all that. And I legit was just like, this is it. Like I can't go past this. I was going to give it some time. I was going to go like almost like on a fucking like Dwayne Wade retirement tour kind of thing. But I just said, you know what? Rip the Band-Aid off. The more I thought about streaming throughout the week, because at that point I was doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'd already stopped doing Wednesdays. So I was only doing 3 days a week. And even just 3 days, I was just like, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
Like I was more dreading it than actually even not feeling it. Like, and that night I went live and I think I put in the title, like, this is not clickbait. I'm done. Like, cause I've done that before where I'll say like, I'm doing this and it's clickbait because that's what fucking we do in content these days is clickbait. I will say pat TLS on the back. We don't fucking do that with our titles.
Nope.
But I think we've done it once actually, maybe.
Probably. I don't know. Oh yeah. So we're gay now. Yeah.
Cocaine. No, I think the only time we did it was when we were moving and we said the show was ending.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then people watched and we're like, actually, it is ending the way you see it now.
Yep.
But no, so I actually put the title like, this isn't clickbait. I'm done. I think I had the largest viewership I've had in fucking months.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was like, 40 people in chat at one point. I saw that. Like, it was going crazy.
I think it peaked at like 50 something.
Yeah, it was up there for sure. And I just basically said, fuck it. Like, I'm done. Like, I genuinely wasn't having fun with it anymore. That I said a lot more about this in that episode, which, again, if you want context, I highly recommend go watching that episode that we put out, because there was a lot more context in that. But that night, I think it was probably like a 2-hour stream. I just kind of sat here. I talked to chat. People were sending in messages of well wishes, asking why. And truth be told, like at that point, I didn't have a surefire reason as to why, besides the fact that I wasn't having fun anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's a big reason.
I mean, very big reason. Big reason. Like no doubt about it. Very big reason. But I actually kind of afterwards, and this goes along with the fallout of things. I afterwards kind of started like really pinpointing some things that were pain points for me. Mm-hmm. Like just to name a few off the top of the dome, the streaming space right now is toxic as fuck.
Yeah. Every other day there's a new controversy. There's a new thing you have to stand against and blah, blah, blah. It's especially as a viewer, I'm just kind of tired of it. Like I haven't touched Twitch, Kick, or YouTube Live, anything since you stopped. Cause like, I just don't have any desire to watch it right now.
Yep.
So,
and I'm right there with you. Like I have my friends out there and I, if you're cool with it, I'll give some shout outs real quick.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Highly recommend going and checking out. I'm actually going to pull up Twitch real quick to give a quick shout out. Let's see. Highly recommend going and checking out Buckeye. Check out Talking Muffin. Love him. He's actually very level headed like we are. He's a great dude. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, check out Captain Robear. Let's see. Go check out Grim, Grym. I remember you saw him as well. The dude who wears the skull mask and plays metal.
Oh yeah.
He's awesome. Hatter VA, we've had him on the show. He's our baby brother. Go check him out. Like Mama Strega, go check her out. Zoid 1986, Lycanthropy TV, Dragus 13, 176 Corleone. I'm sure I'm missing a few. Like those creators that I just named off are ones who do not resonate in that toxic space.
Not at all.
But when you start looking at the grander scheme of things, you really notice that like it's just so fucking toxic. It's just whether you got to be clip farming, and not just like getting clips to post, because you should be doing that as a creator regardless. We do that on TikTok where we do our Am I the Asshole and now Tfue stories as well. But beyond that, like clip farming is literally like trying to get a clippable moment, not organically.
Yeah.
Just fucking doing it. Like when I Show Speed fucking sprints into his setup.
Why?
No.
Like,
I'm sorry. I've spent thousands of dollars to put this together. I'm not fucking doing that. Like,
that's super kind of like lowbrow, fucking just like break the thing kind of entertainment, you know? And I don't know if maybe it's just because we're old now and enjoy the more refined things in life, you know.
And to that same vein, I thought about that as well. Maybe I've just aged out of it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I still love watching gaming content. Hell, I'll watch Smitty all the time. I'll catch up on Tim's stuff every once in a while. Who else I'll watch? Markiplier. Like, haven't aged out of that. It's just this cringe. And I hate using that term because I really fucking hate that word. But like, it's genuinely this like cringe era where it's like, who can one up the other by, you know, how many vases can I push over in this fucking China shop real quick, you know?
Yeah.
And on top of that, it not only has the streaming space become toxic, but I remember when you and I were doing TGB with Anderson, it was nothing for us to find people to collab with.
Yeah.
If we were playing Among Us or some game where we needed an extra person, we could put it out into the ether and another streamer would kick back to us and go, I'm in. Cool. Awesome. Let's do it. Like, that is non-existent nowadays. Yes, you have your core group of friends, but being able to try and branch out and grow effectively what is your business is non-existent. Dan Clancy himself, the CEO of Twitch, even said you should be collabing with other creators to grow as a creator. Nope. Everyone's too hell-bent on holding on to what they got.
Yeah. Which I don't get. I mean, like, you're just expecting people to just eventually show up to you or just get raided by somebody bigger than you, or, you know, like that can't be the meta. That's not good.
Exactly. You know? No, I agree. But I digress, you know. Since the fallout, and this is something that's really kind of bugged me. I actually, and Future Sam, if you decide you want to do this, you can head over to the Instagram for my X streaming page and grab a screen grab of this, because I posted on there as well as my Twitter. This is the one of the things that's really bugging me, and I'm curious because I know how you are. I'm curious how you would weigh in on this.
Okay.
Since retiring, I cannot tell you how many people who I've gamed with will not game with me now because I don't stream.
I can see that. Because unfortunately there are a lot of two-faced people that will, you know, be all buddy with you to try to get that. So like that's kind of the other downside of trying to collab with people, for example, and like making friends with them. Once you have no value to them in the streaming space, then they won't even fucking touch you because like, yeah, you might be the best guy in the world, but you know, if they're not getting a new viewer or two every time you guys game, then they don't really care. So unfortunately there's a lot of selfish people out there. Or people that just take it so seriously they don't have the time to, do any kind of personal gaming, we'll call it, like they'll do it all from the business perspective. So
to that vein, to that last point, I'll give an example. Not gonna name names because I don't like throwing people out like this.
Yeah.
It just causes unnecessary drama. Individual hits me up. Yo, dude, I miss you. We should game. Sick. I'm down. Next message I get. When are you going live next?
Somebody missed something.
Well, to answer that question, I'm not. I don't stream anymore. And of course, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here because it was a little bit of back and forth, but it was, well, come on, dude. Why don't you hit the game? Hit the go live button one more time. Like, what would it hurt? What would it hurt? Nah, dude, I'm done. Like, I'm out. Oh, come on, man. It wouldn't hurt you. Like, you just do it one more time.
Just take a puff. It's fine.
Yeah, right. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm down to game though. Like, I'll gladly come play with you while you're live. Not a problem. Like, I can work with Ranger schedule. Totally get it. All right. Well, I'll let you know what my schedule looks like. If it frees up and we can try and make something work, sure. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. Like, at first you were all gung ho.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're like, talk about being ostracized. I'm a fucking leper. Like, like it's just, it really irks me because, and to your point, like, yeah, people take advantage of that. Because one of the things, and I know you know this about me and you've seen this, for everybody to understand, Sam was who I called my God mod. Yep. He was my right-hand man. If I needed something, just like if there was a quick edit to something or whatnot, like he would be the guy to be like, I've already done it, brother. What do you need? Yeah. Like, and it helped too, because like it really actually developed a lot of content as well. When there was this like banter between the two of us, if you would be like, I am the God mod, you will answer to me. Like, it was funny. It was fun. It was brilliant because it created this drama for people to feed into. And they were like, oh shit, the streamer and his God mod are going at it.
Yeah.
Like but it was fun. And so Sam being my God mod, where was I going with this point? Oh shit. Wait.
Give him a second. It's getting there.
Wait.
It's coming back.
Reel it back.
Yep. Flip it around. Kickflip. And he just got it. He's remembering. He's about to say it right now. In 3, 2, 1. There you go.
It. No, like oh no, I remember now. So you know how I was as a content creator, though, when it came to, and see, now I actually have it. Just took me a couple extra seconds.
He's a little slow, but he'll get there.
little smooth brain. I get it. No, like you understand that I was the kind of creator where if I was collabing with someone, especially if I saw that they had less viewers than me, I'm like, yo, everybody go over there and watch them as well. Have us both pulled up. Like, y'all are here every night. I know y'all are my ride or dies. Like, go help them as well. Like, whether they need to hit affiliate, whether they just need a boost in viewers, maybe just a boost in morale, whatever it may be, right? And sometimes people would find that they enjoy that community more than mine, which is fine.
Yeah.
There's 8 billion people on this fucking planet. I'm not mad if 2 people go to somebody else's community and find better life over there. That's great because you ended up somewhere where you feel better than you did here. And not to say you didn't feel good here, but you feel better there.
Yeah.
That's great. And people saw that. And people took it and ran with it. And now they ain't got it no more. And again, generalization, I'm not talking about all my homies. More to shout out, Sammy Thick Thighs, Satana Sum, like the homies, they weren't like that.
Yeah.
But the outliers who I would game with every once in a while, nah. Because I'm not supplying them with viewers anymore.
Yep.
And that's not to say I was a big streamer. My average CCV was like, I think in my peak, my average CCV was like 29 or like between 29 and 35.
Yeah.
When I finished, my average CCV was like fucking 13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Tim the fucking Tat Man.
Yeah.
You know, like And so that's like, that really is one of the things that hurts. Cause it's like, yo, I thought we were homies. Like, I'm still going to support you. I'm still going to be shouting you out. I'm just not doing this Twitch thing anymore.
Yeah.
And honestly, something I'm going to speak on a little bit more here in a second. It's been fucking miraculous for my mental health.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed you've been just overall peppier and just, kind of more excited to do things. So.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to linger on the negatives because I mean, the negatives are going to happen, but full circle, just like the fact that I've had to deal with people acting like that and being like, to your point, just two-faced and shady about it when they're trying to cling on to this false reality. Perfect analogy. I said this a few episodes ago and you actually like gave me ups for this one. People don't realize that their reputation is only screen deep.
Yep.
When that screen shuts off, no one gives a fuck who you are. So why would you fuck over the people who do?
Yeah, you would think, but see, there's this thing that exists called logic. And then for some reason, there's a lot of people that just seem allergic to it. So they're not fucking using it. Yeah.
Well, before we go to the good shit, I do want to hear, like, when you quit streaming, you kind of swore it off. You were like,
yeah. Well, and because like when I was streaming, that was it was for the three of us, but ultimately it was also like, I wanted to have fun with it. Right.
Yeah.
And after a while, it kind of became a bit of a slog, and I'd never streamed before that. Like, I remember I joined TGB and then we had brought up the idea of streaming it. And I was like, well, I can figure out how to do it. And so, and because also too, at the time you were living somewhere that didn't have the greatest internet. Kind of same with Anderson a little bit, but like he had okay.
No, he had way better internet than I was living with 50 meg down life, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking like in general, like it wasn't ideal. Right.
Yeah. If the wind blew the wrong way, my shit was out.
Oh, no. He was still on the gaming laptop.
That's it. Yeah.
And that does not do well for streaming. And I think I had built my other PC too, so I already had two PCs and everything. So like it made sense for me to do it. And I was having a lot of fun with it at first, especially when you're learning. Really, and this is a good life lesson for anybody. If there's a new hobby that you're getting into, you're going to enjoy the setup more than the actual daily grind of it, because it's new, it's exciting. You're building something new. You're playing with, like for me, it was playing with new technology. So, like cameras and lights and microphones and, and I had already gotten the microphone just because like I was tired of headset microphones. Sounding as shitty as they do in general. So it was really just like get a decent camera and I'm off to the races. So it was a lot of fun at first. And then like getting all the overlays designed and set up. That was a lot of fun to learn how to do. I even started kind of getting into After Effects and like designing a lot of the transitions that we had instead of like, just going on Owned or Nerd or Die or whatever the fuck other websites, offer a bunch of templates. And it's like I had really dove into it at first and it was super, super fun. And then, actually doing it, of course, we were nervous, but, it's always a blast to have fun with the boys. And then later on, we started doing more individual streams to where I was streaming a game or you were streaming a game. And it's like we did things like I did Control. You did Assassin's Creed Valhalla for 6 years, what it felt like.
Jesus.
It was a great game, but he decided to do that on stream that we could also record for a Let's Play. And I'm curious how many episodes we had of Assassin's Creed by the end of it. But
I can tell you right now.
Okay.
Keep talking.
But it was, and it kind of became the same thing with like Control and some of the other games, but it was just that, and then always having to look up at that chat box every other second to, try to engage with the community is not, I noticed after a while, was not really my thing. I like this kind of content. I like, kind of recorded one takers, but how many was it?
6. Nice.
No way.
69 episodes.
Oh, we couldn't have planned that if we tried.
Nope.
No, we are not bright enough for that. But and they're all like hour plus too. Like they're big videos, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Well, they varied from 45 minutes to 2 hours.
God damn.
Yep.
So, easily what 130, 140, 150 hours of just Assassin's Creed gameplay, which is a bit much, but so yeah, I guess to sum up, I really enjoyed the setup in the beginning part of it and learning it all. But then when it came time to just basically hit the go live button and then like just do the thing over and over again, I realized that wasn't so much for me. And so when you left TGB and then Anderson and I decided to just kind of stop it, I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to do that part of it. I would have loved doing the YouTube videos still, but the streaming part was a bit rough sometimes.
Well, I remember one thing that became a point of contention between you and I, and Anderson actually, was the business behind it.
Yeah.
And this goes into the good things that I can say I was able to get out of streaming.
Yeah.
I remember we had a conversation where the three of us sat down and we had I remember Anderson fucking was angry because the best way I can describe it was, we have shiny toy. I see shinier toy. He thought I just wanted shinier toy. And after I talked about it, I was like, no, I just genuinely, I needed to go do that. I needed to leave to go do my own thing because there was this point of contention when it came to the business.
Yeah.
I was falling in love with the business aspect of it. You two wanted nothing to do with that.
Nope.
And when it came to making business decisions, it was like pulling fucking teeth, if I'm being honest with you, because I would be like, hey guys, we need to make a decision on this. And y'all be like, we'll think about it. I'm like, but then that's when I realized, like, okay, instead of me trying to force two of my best friends into doing something they don't want to do, let me go do my own thing.
Yeah.
And work it out that way. And I will say this, fall in love with the business side of it, much like you said, the learning aspect of it, I loved it. Because for the first year of streaming, I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
I was grinding 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't just grinding. I'm talking, I would pass up like going out time to go stream. I'd be like, nah, it's not my schedule, dog. I can't do that on Friday night. I gotta stream.
Yeah.
Like I was genuinely doing that, but that's because I loved it. And with that, I mean, look what I was able to accomplish. I rapidly hit 1,000 followers in a matter of like just a few short months. Yep. I hit affiliate first night I streamed. And people are probably wondering what that means. Brief description. You have to stream for 7 days and hit a certain number of viewership within those 7 days. I did a few test streams, make sure things worked. My first night, I had like a concurrent viewership of like 25, and boom, Twitch the next day was like, hey, you're affiliate. Like, fuck yeah.
Yep.
So hit affiliate night 1. I was able to not only join in an organization, but kind of work up the ranks of an organization. Unfortunately, that organization fell apart.
As most
poor business on their part,
honestly.
But I was able to branch out. I was able to meet like a bunch of other creators. I was able to do shit that I've like. I mean, shit. I'm living in Kansas City now. Yeah. If it weren't for streaming, I would not be here.
I wouldn't have ever pictured you even thinking about the state that you're in, let alone the city, so yeah, it definitely opened up some doors that you don't expect. In that sense. And
that goes right into my mental health.
Yeah.
My mental health, ever since stopping, leaps and bounds better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to stress about getting in front of my computer anymore.
Yeah.
I actively spend time away from my computer now, much like this today. I went and played a full round of disc golf. Well, I say full, we skipped 2 holes, but that's because there's a large group.
Foolish.
But foolish. 16 holes, beautiful course, went and did that. Shit. I mean, just last weekend, fucking D&D nights on Fridays, and then Saturday night, some of the homies came by and we were playing board games in the game room and just fucking vibing and chilling until 2:00 in the fucking morning. Like, yeah, like but that's the thing is I have been feeling so much more fulfilled since quitting.
Yeah.
I don't have that stress of, and to your exact point, I don't have to do this anymore.
Yep. Yeah, you're not having to split your focus from the game that you're trying to enjoy to be a creator and an entertainer for, you know, a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't feel like two personalities anymore.
Yeah.
That's just like we talked about it on that episode. Joey Tenders is not a real person. I hate to tell you that. I even said this one on my last stream. Joey Tenders is not a real person. I even name dropped my middle name. I don't know if you remember that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey, guess what,
can I start calling
motherfuckers?
you that again? Because we've known each other 20 years. We said that, but I know him as his middle name.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to say out of respect.
Thank you.
But he decided at one point, he was like, hey, I want to go by Joe now. And I totally respect that. In fact,
which is my actual name.
Yeah, that is still his actual name. He's not just picking Joe, because what an average fucking name to pick, right? But
honestly,
yeah. And so like he made that switch, and so like for me, it's been a struggle, and I finally kind of got it down after a little bit, but I was always almost being like, Joe.
It's funny watching you in that transition period, because like when it started to click, you'll say my first name to everyone else, and then we'll go into like a private call or a private situation. You'll start calling me by my middle name. It's just
if there's like nobody else around, it's back to his middle name. Yeah. I won't let it go.
Oh no, but, and that's the thing. I don't expect you to, because I answer to both.
Yeah.
But there's this false reality. People think that my name's actually Joey Tenders. It is not. It is not my real name.
It's crazy. Your last name's Tenderonius Rex, or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my God, dude. Well, like I like the false personality that I had to be. It really is wearing a mask. Like we said in that episode, taking that mask off. Like you learn really quickly. Like as much of an authentic person as I am, like I'm the same fucking person you see here on this camera that you meet in real life. I am no different. I enjoy the shit I enjoy. I love helping people. I love giving big hugs and laughs, and I am the same motherfucker. The only thing is, I ain't that Tenders motherfucker. Like, but really, like that mask goes along with you, like you said, the splitting of like your brain has to be like two focal points at all times, and you have to be this performer, and then you have to perform what you're doing and perform some more for them. Dance, monkey dance. Like, it really does become a stress, because once you lose that love of it, to your point of learning it is so much fun. When you lose that love of it, oh my God, it hurts.
It's the worst. Yeah. Cause then it's even worse than just like a boring thing that you kind of just have to do, cause then it's something that you don't want to do. You don't have to do it. Really. Some people would argue, well, you think you do at the time, but you really don't.
You don't.
And it's worse than sitting at a DMV for 2 hours, honestly. To try to give you a sense of kind of at least the way that it works in my brain is how I would tier it,
Yeah, no, absolutely. and I mean, I've said my piece on it so far, but I'll say the last part, and this is kind of like a tip for anybody out there, because I've had some friends approach me recently who want to stream, and I've said this. I'll pound my chest saying this. You actually kind of touched on it briefly without going into detail. If you're watching this right now and you're going, well, you know what? I think I would love it. I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to give you some very important tips that you should know before you hop into that. Number one, not everybody's fake. But keep your guard up. Learn who has your back. Yeah. Learn who has your back and enjoy the ride. 2, if you think you can do it to replace your income, don't. Most people are successful right now because they hit it big in 2020 and during the COVID time when streaming was massive. BB Jess, who's a creator, she's a sweetheart, she's awesome, but she hit the nail on the head with a tweet I read recently. I would dig it up if I could find it real quick, but she hit the nail on the head by simply saying that a lot of these vendors and a lot of these companies who used to really partner with streamers because streaming was so massive for that 3-ish year time frame, it was so massive that companies were like, we've got to get on this wave. Guess what, y'all? That wave has long since left the beach. Companies do not work the same like they do with content creators on stream.
Yeah.
And that leads to the last point. If you want to do content, do YouTube. It will save you so much time, so much headache. And I can tell you from experience, I know Sam, you can say the same damn thing. It is so much more rewarding and so much more fun.
Yeah.
Like,
at least in our opinion. Of course, everybody's a little different, but that's the way we see it, having done both. Yes. And you've tried all of the streaming platforms pretty much, at least all the three major ones. We'll say.
Hell, if we ever get a Patreon running, I'll start doing fucking side content for it and be like, let me give you tips on shit. Yeah. Cause I can give you all the juice and detail. Like,
yep.
But yeah, no, I like I said, I just wanted to kind of talk about some real world shit and just kind of the fallout of what's happened since then and weigh in on your take of it all. Cause it's definitely been an interesting ride.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have noticed that you were just overall seem to feel much better. Right. And of course, as my best friend, that's exactly what I want for you. So,
thank you.
So glad that you are much less stressed.
Yes, so, by far. Now I just have to get ready for in 3 days. My oldest starts school.
That's the new stress that took over.
That's called existential stress.
Yeah, that's midlife crisis inducing.
I've got like 7.25 more years. I don't need that yet.
Hey, there's technically no number on it, buddy.
Stop. Anyways, thank y'all for listening. We always appreciate the lousy listeners out there. Greatly appreciate y'all. Again, like we said before at the beginning, go join the Discord. We have completely converted it over. It's no more of this hodgepodge mix of streaming community and YouTube community. It's solely for the Lousy Show. It's helmed by Sam and I. Hell, you'll probably catch Sam and I hanging out in a VC. If you want to come say hello, fucking come say hello. Just don't be weird.
Yeah.
And if you do, be cool weird. Because cool weird's cool.
There's definitely a difference between cool weird and weird weird. For sure.
Facts.
And
you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, come hang out. There's a lot of folks in there who are very, very supportive of the show. And we greatly appreciate y'all as well. But yeah, come join us. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Show YouTube that it needs to be shown to more people. Let's detonate this channel. And we'll see y'all Thursday.
Later.
Peace.